Everybody, what's up? What's going on? So today we're going to be reviewing Basketball Wives. This episode, it was alright. I mean, it's starting to get a little spicy, but I think as the trip progresses, it's probably going to get better. So Jacki in Malaysia, they're about to head out to the trip. They were like talking a little bit. They spoke a little bit about everything that happened last week. Kind of like, a key session. Oh, let's catch up. Let's talk about the craziness that went down type of thing. OG comes home, and to her surprise, her man Qwame was crawling on the floor like a little puppy dog, just kind of waiting for her. And he has a bouquet of roses that he gives to her. He also has a little bit, a little romantic. See, guys, they're lucky with me because I'm not the flower type of girl. You don't have to waste your money on flowers. Like, I'm more of, I want your time. Because I'm allergic to flowers and I'm not trying to be sneezing and runny eyes, puffy eyes. No, let's skip that whole crap. I don't want none on my bed or anything like that. Just let's skip all that. I just want your time. Maybe if you cook for me, that'd be cool. I'll do the candles thing, nice music. Romance me in different ways. But you can skip the going to go get the stupid bouquet of flowers. I'm not with it. And plus, it don't even be lasting long when I used to like flowers. But I never really been into too many flowers anyway, like I said. So anyways, he comes and he's all like, you know what? She's in her mind like, oh my God, is he going to propose to me? But he does end up making another step. He's like, I've been thinking and I think that I'm going to take this to the next level. I think that we should move in together. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, like, what? Like, did we, what? I mean, she's excited because she says that it's a huge step in the right direction, and I'm just like, I think he missed the mark, because from my understanding, she wanted, I mean, I guess it's a commitment, because she said for him, like, just saying that he's going to live with her, I guess that's a big thing. I thought they already lived together. I guess I was wrong with that one. But, I mean, now you're going to play house. You might as well take the rest of the way. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's their life. And I guess if she's okay with it, we should all be okay with it. But I feel like she made such a big deal about this. And now it's like he did something to kind of shut you up and you're okay with it. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure in her culture that this is not something that's really accepted. So if you're so gung-ho about, oh, I'm not going to have a baby before I get married, then how are you okay with, oh, I'm going to live with you and play house with you before we get married? You know what I mean? Like, Tami, she meets with Jacki, and she's still saying that she's not gonna go to Amsterdam. She wants to make sure that she knows where her man's head is at right now, because they're not going to be getting engaged. With that whole situation, I do kind of feel like she was a bit selfish with that. I feel like she wants everything right now from him, and she's not really giving a lot. Like, you're giving him yourself, okay? But I mean, this homie is folding on everything. Like right now, you talking about you might not be giving him no babies, okay? And that was number one priority for him. You also said that you're pretty much you don't want to get married. You're like wiggling and waggling away from that. So what does he get? Just you. Like he has to postpone all his hopes and dreams until something, God forbid, something happens to her. That is like, that's what I see. I kind of feel like that's what she's doing. It's like, oh, when I'm dead and gone, then you can move on and do whatever else you want to do. Like, girl, what are you doing? I don't know. And she did have a conversation later on with her kids, and they was pretty much just saying the same thing. Like, you're kind of being selfish in this situation because you're not really giving him anything at all. It's like it kind of like putting everything out there. She says that it's because she was hurt, because she was married before, and everything was high, everything was great, and then it wasn't. It went from being amazing when they were dating, when they were seeing each other. As soon as they got that piece of paper, that's when things started to fall or go downhill, I guess, because of the commitment and things that he felt like he was expected to do or whatever. things started to go downhill. So she doesn't want that to happen now. But I feel like that's the risk you have to take at anything. She just feels like, I guess, the papers is the curse. The marriage, the commitment is the curse. But I mean, things could go downhill at any moment. You know what I mean? Like, people could lose interest at any moment. They could see somebody that's really ready, willing, and able to give them exactly what they want, which is everything that you don't want to give them at any given moment. You know what I mean? I don't know. Tami, I feel like she's just going about it kind of wrong. But OG, CeCe and Jacki, they go to like this Himalayan spa thing. It looked really good. Like, I feel like I would like to go to some place like that. Like, it's probably mad money, I don't know, but it looked really relaxing. You know, they was just putting their feet in the salt and just kind of vibing out. It did seem like a really zen, relaxing type of thing. Like, I like to meditate. I like to have my crystals. I like to use my little, you know, sage around the house and stuff like that. And I felt like that was the vibe that I was getting with that. Let me stop shaking up my my microphone. I don't want to mess it up. Evelyn, so when they get to Amsterdam, it was really lovely. What's her name? Shaunie, she's determined to get them to all smoke, even the non-smokers. She's trying to get them all hied up. OG was pretty stern. She said she's not trying to do that. They're like, well, doesn't your man smoke all the time? She's like, yeah, I get contact, but I don't want to get it, you know, by myself. She was just like, yeah, he smokes like all the time. And I'm like, ain't they not supposed to be doing any kind of drugs when they in the leagues and stuff like that? Like, girl, you putting it out there. You putting this man business out there. What you doing? I don't know if the laws is different where he is and wherever country he plays in, but still, girl, putting it all out there. So now they all at the table. They was having dinner. Evelyn goes ahead and she shouts out CeCe, talking about some old, are you going to say hi to Shaunie? She's the one that invited you here. She was like, I felt like CeCe kind of went around it. She said, at one point, she said that she did, but then she said in a commentary that she didn't because they were together and she didn't want to, I guess, talk to Evelyn or, you know, because they were, I don't know. It was stupid. It was dumb. CeCe also gets called out by Evelyn for saying that they all don't work. And, you know, I already spoke about this in a previous episode where I felt like Kirsten was wrong for kind of putting that out there. You're supposed to be this girl's quote-unquote family, but not family. Why would you do that to her? You know, and I feel like Kristen, she just keeps on acting like she's the victim here. Like, CeCe's doing everything wrong to her, but I feel like, where's your loyalty? Like, you're loyal to people that you just met because you want to be on this show. That's what I feel. I feel like she's, I guess, a clout chaser. Isn't that what they call them? You know, she's pretty much just trying to be with anybody who's somebody type of thing and keep that position on TV or whatever by kissing ass. And I don't respect it, you know? And so that's what I feel like about her. And then Evelyn also says that she heard about a name that she was called. So CeCe's like, yeah, Twiddledee and Twiddledum. And then Evelyn goes ahead to call the girl some Lily. And they're like, who's Lily? Malaysia was like, oh, that's the girl from the nail place. So, you know, that was a bit racist. I do feel like, you know, if somebody would have did that to her and said something like, you know, I don't even know what to say, and I'm not going to make up something that's offensive. But, you know, if somebody would have said something very derogatory or, you know, whatever towards the Hispanic community or just her being Hispanic or whatever, she probably would have went off. You know, she would have went crazy and made a big deal about it. She probably would have wanted to have a march against being racist or something, you know, just to kind of make a stand for it. Yeah, so I just felt like you shouldn't do things to people that you don't want being done to you, because there's been many times where people have said things about her, she goes off. Like, you know, the whole thing about Chad. I mean, that's domestic violence. I think that's just as shady or just goes into the same bracket in a sense as racism. You know what I mean? Like, they're both bad things. They're both things that hurt people's feelings. They're both things that can affect people's livelihood, etc., etc. So, you know, like I said, she does stuff, but she don't like stuff being done to her. And she makes a big deal about it. So, yeah, everybody kind of looked like they was uncomfortable at that point, though. But CeCe did kind of have an attitude when she had first came in, but I feel like it's because she was trying to maybe put on her invisible cloak and just kind of like not be seen or something. I don't know. But yeah, she got called out anyway, even though she was trying. Yeah, finally, Evelyn, she calls Jennifer on FaceTime and she asks her to go to Amsterdam. She really wants her to come, I guess because she doesn't really have anybody that's that close to her. The only person that would be that or pretty close to her would be Shaunie. And Shaunie is there for business. So she has a lot of things that she has to handle as well. So I guess Jennifer is her next best thing. That's somebody who knows her, is close to her, and she can kind of trust, I guess. So she invites her to come, and Jennifer actually agrees this time around. At first, she was initially saying no. So she did have to eventually tell Shaunie, and Shaunie looked pretty disappointed, like, you know, why is she coming here? She's like, oh, because I feel like you can talk to her one-on-one, Malaysia can talk to her one-on-one and kind of get everything squashed. And Shaunie's just like, so she's coming here to say the same things that she could have said in LA, but she didn't say. So now she's coming over here, and I didn't want to hear it before. I don't want to hear it now. Like, there's nothing she can say. So you're pretty much having her come here to waste her time, you know? And Shaunie just pretty much seems like she's like over the whole situation. She's not really one to like have physical fights from what we've seen over time, but she can be a little shady boots sometimes. We've seen that too. You know, she could definitely kick you off the show if she needs to. You are dismissed. Goodbye. Epic moment. Ooh, it's that girl Brandy, right? Epic moment. That was on a trip. Woo! Flashbacks. Throwback Thursday moment. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. I mean, it wasn't really too crazy or nothing like that. Let me know what y'all thought about that down below. What you think about Evelyn and all that. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.